Hi, and welcome to Lead in the Moment. My granddaughter asked me the other day why an original work of art is more valuable than a reproduction of a perhaps much greater work. I explained that, among other things, when a person creates something, that creation contains within it something of the very soul of its creator. The artist's creative force is embedded in their work, and this creative force is accessible to an observer who digests it. One can find data in a reproduction, but inspiration can only be found in the original, because inspiration comes from creative human energy, not from technology. And so the original authentic work of any artist, even if flawed, is worth more than a copy of a work, even if it's perfect. Because in the final analysis, authenticity trumps perfection. You see, only synthetic gems are flawless. Natural gems, or for that matter, any natural organism, including you and me, are flawed. Our flaws are what make us interesting, different, rare. The way we compensate for our flaws and overcome them, each in our own way, is what makes us interesting and unique, because authenticity trumps perfection. You don't need to be perfect, but you do need to be authentic. Academically, we're trained to read, remember, and quote what others have said about the subjects we're studying. Often in workshops and lectures, when I pose a question to the class, somebody answers with a quote he or she has learned. And I gently redirect them and say, if I wanted to know what others have said, I would Google it. I've asked the question because I want to know how you think, not what you've read and how much you remember. Your own opinion might not be as perfect as the expert you're quoting, but it is yours. It comes from your heart, from your mind. And remember, authenticity trumps perfection. The same applies to leadership or to any area of success. It's always good to learn from others, but never imitate them. No matter how successful they've been, it worked for them, but won't necessarily work for you. Even something as simple as a diet regimen that worked for your friend may not be the one that will work for you, because you and she are different. How much more so when it comes to the world of ideas, of leadership, and of innovation. Being authentic also means knowing that your opinions, services, and products aren't going to be adopted by everybody. If you're authentic, some people, those who resonate with your values and admire your purpose, will adore what you do and adopt it passionately, but others may not. And that's not only okay, it's the hallmark of your own authenticity. Nearly all my work with leaders and with organizations around the world over 30 years is grounded in helping them to discover their deepest, most authentic inner beings from which to build their work, their organizations, and their products. Artists seem to know this intuitively, but business people usually don't. To be valuable, we don't need to imitate other valuable people. We don't need to be as good as great as smart as. We just need to be ourselves, self-authored, authentic, flawed and limited, but unique.